Hello everybody, Jared back again, and welcome back for another episode of Vintage Story. All right guys, let's just jump into it here guys. So at the end of last episode, we had made some potions, or we had some potion going, and in fact we are so close to getting that healing potion going. And I did a little bit of work over the night. I got some smithing going. I heated up our crucible full of tin, and I poured us some tin ingots, which have already hardened, which is absolutely awesome. So we can put that into our stock there. And while I was doing that, I also heated up, and let's see if it's, oh no, that's still the tin, never mind, right there. I heated up a new crucible because we had fired another one in our pit kiln there. So we had two full of copper, because our copper pile is down to 4, and I need a few copper things in the future here. So I wanted a couple extra copper plates going. One being, I want to get a lantern going as soon as humanly possible. I just got to level 3 in metalworking. That's pretty freaking awesome. I also need some lightning rods, seeing as it is very lightninging out there all the time, and I don't want our new chickens, which are in this chest right here, to you know, get hit by lightning. So getting that poured out would be a very, very useful thing. On that note, I did get a comment saying that the chickens can only last in a cage for a certain amount of time. These are from the Animalcages mod, which means they will last forever. In fact, I can even stack them out in the real world, to be completely honest. I could like make a little stack of chickens, and you can just hold them in that cage for as long as you want. In fact, I'm gonna do that because I want that chest back. So little chicken stack. I'm not quite ready to make a hen house quite yet. I also want to get myself a few boars, at least a sow to go with our 2 boars that we have down there. That's the word. I want a sow to go with our boars so we can start, you know, farming chickens. Not chickens. Good gosh, pigs. All right, let's put this guy in here. We now have 4 of those. Absolutely awesome. I'm also hungry as all heck, and I know I have pie on me, but I have a feeling that this stuff is going bad, so let's just finish it off. There we go, and we didn't even get ourselves halfway through our hunger, so let's grab that pie that we cooked last time and get it sliced up. So you can't just take a bite out of the pie, you have to actually slice it up. So it needs to go on a flat surface, and then you just use your knife and you cut it up into 4 individual slices. Now each of these slices are going to be 240 sat and 300 sat. Absolutely awesome, and they are fresh in my backpack for 8 days, so they are a very, very good traveling food. And as you can see, they don't do a half bad job, and really the higher saturation stuff you're putting in there, the better. Other thing I did in between episodes is I finally labeled these guys. I also made 2 more chests that I have not put anything in yet, and I haven't done a full rearranging yet because I did decide to have that be my stones and this one over here be my dirt. So let's actually get those properly moved over. There, the start of a dirt pile. Your dirt container gets full. We're gonna have to get some actual proper containers, not just chests for that kind of weak stuff, not important stuff. All right, what do I want to immediately jump out and do? Now I do have a healing potion, but I think I want to wait until I get this sprinter flask to go on an adventure. And I do want to go on an adventure today for a few things. 1, just because it's fun. And 2, because I want more flax and more vegetables to put in the ground. I did collect a few here, and I think getting them in the ground right now would not be a bad idea. Just because I am a little bit worried about, you know, my food situation, but I want more flax. Flax for the bow that we want. Oh, are you guys done? Not all of them are done, so I'm gonna wait on the ones that are not quite. How long does it say? 2 hours? These guys will probably be done like by the time I get back, which is pretty awesome. Let's get these guys in the ground down here. But yeah, I want more flax. I'm gonna need so much for gear. For by gear I mean gambeson. I want it for sails. I want it for a boat, and I would love to get a boat before before winter, so I can get myself out of here and possibly to the south to do some exploring away from the snowy wasteland that will be this area. All right, this is growing onions. I have carrots that do K. Onions I think do P, right? Yes. Well, do we have anything that's taking P? NKN. Carrots are heat resistant until 32 degrees, and we're in the dead of summer, so I actually don't want to put carrots in the ground. I don't want to put turnips or carrots in the ground. Ho ho ho, I'm gonna wait for those guys. Now the spelt I definitely can put in the ground though, and we already have growing spelt here, so let's just get it in there, even if it's a little bit off. Yeah, so we're gonna hold off on putting these seeds in until later. That sounds like an excellent idea. And honestly, these are going to give me a decent amount of food. I keep forgetting that I'm only one little seraph, and I'm probably fine. 10, 10. These are all going to be done today, basically. That's freaking amazing. All right, let's go back and put these seeds away. You know, I've decided to make this chest into my plant good. So this is my wood material, but let's make one other chest as plant good so that none of these tree things are in there. I have a bow and arrow in there. Let's take that out. I'm going to say that your plant good, your plant good. Nothing else is really plants good. And you can go there, and the bow can go, I mean the arrow can go into the miscellaneous. That's the other, yeah, that's the real other reason I want to get flax, because I want to get my bow. I have all these arrows and no way to use them, which is super frustrating. All right, while I am waiting on my potion flasks to be done, because I want to wait to go on adventures for those, let's do a little bit of smithing. So what do I need smithed up? I need some, I'm gonna take it out of the copper here. I need a lightning rod before I can put my chickens down and my pigs. I need a lightning rod to catch lightning so I don't fry them, which you'd be surprised at how often it happens, to be honest. It's almost like the game wants to kill your animals. I also want a plate, and these guys are done, so we'll get these guys fired off as well after. But let's do 4 at a time though. So smithing, I'm gonna put 2 of them in here, and hopefully remember to put the second set of 4 in there once they heat up. Luckily, copper doesn't need to be too hot to be worked, so it's not that big of a deal. On the note of metalworking, I got a survival one. What do I want to use for my survival point? I'm not going to use nudist. I could use well rested, but I don't particularly sleep a lot, so you get XP up every time when you after you sleep, but I don't use that a lot. Meat shield's pretty good. You absorb damage, but you lose in saturation, and I might go that route, seeing as I have been being beaten up quite a bit. I don't care about diver per se. Fall is not bad, but I think I'm going to do meat shield. I feel like we're going to be okay when it comes to food, and making us take less damage would be an awesome thing. All right, digging is, so there's clay digger, which digs clay better, peat digs peat better, saltpeter, shovel expert I think is what I want. You dig faster as you go. I really want to get myself down to mixed clay. Oh, that requires clay digger? All right, fine, I'll get clay digger. Yeah, so clay, you get any type of clay if you use that, which is a really fast and easy way to get fire clay. So I'm gonna definitely go that route. All right, mining. I'm going to put that into, this is my first one in mining. This one I am going to do ore miner because you receive more ores. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go that route. And processing metalwork is what I'm looking for. What do I want to do with this one? Now there's the recovery, metal recovery, which is okay. I already got heating. I think I might do blacksmith. So blacksmith actually gives your items a quality, which means it makes them last longer. I'm gonna go blacksmith. And pottery, I'm going to do, they're not showing me them, there we go. You get additional 1 when you copy them. So yes, the thrifty one is definitely the route. Oh, ah! Put your freaking tongs on, dude. And get these guys in there, and I probably waited too long there, but that's okay. Hopefully it'll be all right. All right, I want, and I believe it's out of metal rods, right? Ah, good gosh. Let's just do H and then do lightning rod. I believe it is 3 metal rods, correct? Yes, 3 of the metal rods. So metal rod for the win. Let's get ourselves a hammer and get after it. All right, there's my metal rods. These ones are probably, I'm just gonna do that, and they should still be hot enough to work. I just realized that I had no reason to do all of those together, because I only really need 1 copper plate right now. Where are my plates? There it is. All right, boom. Copper plate. Let's get these guys doused for me. And get you guys put away. And we can put my hammer away. And I do not need you anymore. Let's grab these guys. And to make a lightning rod, that's all it is. Absolutely beautiful. And yes, I wanted the copper plate for a copper lantern. And I don't need the gold plate, unnecessary, but I do need a candle. So that's taking the clear quartz that we collected last episode. And oh, shit. The other thing we have is all these, don't we? Heck yeah. I'm going to hold off on putting you there, but I need a candle, which means I need honey, which means I need to harvest my skeps. Get myself all over the place here, guys. For right now, we will just put our plate in here, though. And yes, these guys I forgot about because we were also talking about windows. How many did we get? We got 24. I believe that that is enough. So these are fireclay bricks. And with fireclay bricks, I can make, I don't want 3. Yes, I should be able to make 2. So if I do that, shift click 2, yes, then I can make these 2. I did my math right. And that is the correct amount to make 2 bloomeries. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use my bloomeries in here, I think. Wouldn't be a bad spot for them. Let's make ourselves a little bit of a nook for them here. And go. Bloomery. Ah! Game does not like it, apparently. All right, so bloomeries are used to fire iron, meteoric iron, and glass. And glass is what we want to fire. So let's go in here and grab ourselves the quartz. You can fire the clear quartz, but clear quartz has a second use. So we're just going to fire regular quartz, and you shift. If you shift right click a little faster, and you put 24 quartz into each one. Absolutely perfect. And where do we want to put the quartz here? Because I want to put these away properly. I'm going to put the quartz in with the clay. We'll call this the clay and quartz container for right now. Yeah. Anything else in here that I want? They've got a piece of charcoal, got some flowers, got some potions. Let's just take everything out of here to put it away properly so I don't have to think about it anymore. Flowers. And I wanted some charcoal. I'm gonna need to make ourselves some more charcoal here. I've started off this tiny little charcoal pit again, but we're gonna want to do at least another one. All right, and it takes 6 charcoal per. Perfect. And then I need a thing of fire, please. And fire this bad boy off. You are going to want to make sure these are covered because if it rains on them, they will get put out just like a fire. Just as an FYI. And now after 10 hours, I will get some glass. Absolutely beautiful. Let's put you away. Let's put you away. And let's put you away. And I've got a few things for decorations. Can I put these on walls? No, they have to be put down on the ground. Human skull. Human skull. And human skull. Just to get them out in the world. We don't need them right now. I also have this real small little chest that I'm just gonna put right there for right now. It only takes 4 items. Not that greatest. And I'm gonna put you in there. Healing, potency, 17, 17, 17. It's gonna be tomorrow morning where we get those potions. All right, what else do I want to do to waste the time or pass the time, I guess? I think I'm gonna go get myself some clay, like I said I was gonna do last episode. Wow, that was almost that entire pie we've gone through, guys. Good gorsh. Let's put you down here. We are very rapidly growing out of this little dirt hovel. So the next big things too would be to start getting some building materials to get ourselves out of here and possibly building our main house. That is the next major build I want to build, is the main house. So I've got that guy started, but he's not the main house. He's just a, I really probably should have went main house first and done the potions in there or the leathering in there, but I made my choice. But I want to start the main house almost as soon as possible. Okay, I'm going off to get ourselves some clay. I'll be back shortly. All right, I think that is, yes, that is my inventory full of clay. Absolutely beautiful. Ah! I see you, buddy. You're not allowed to get me. There is a wolf over here somewhere too, so gotta keep my eyes peeled, make sure I don't get jumped by no lupines. Oh, that's just quartz bits. There's a bunch of quartz you can see on the map that I found in this area. I'll just add more. Why not slow the game down more, right? Add more data, more memory drain. Good gosh. This game really does like to eat at your RAM. I do know that I have a nearer clay deposit, but you know, I decided I wanted to chew through the one further away. You know, keep that clay deposit for when we're closer by. In fact, I think there's a clay deposit down by the water. All right, so let's go put all this clay away into you. I know this seems like a lot of clay, but it'll be gone so very fast. It is absolutely shocking how quickly this stuff goes away. I have calcified flint here that is not ground up, so that's what that clay would be used for. In fact, it might not be a bad idea to start firing that stuff right now. We're still waiting on 5 hours for those guys. It is now 7 o'clock at night. Still waiting on all of these guys. 3 hours, so they'll be ready for the morning. So I think what I'm gonna do with the rest of my evening and night is, first off, let's go harvest the honey. That's what I'm gonna do first. I did not put away all my clay. All of you guys, there we go. Let's go get ourselves some honey. What I might want to do before I do that is make myself a dummy using you guys. So I want 1, 2. I'm only gonna make myself 1 and some sticks. So to make yourself a dummy, it is that and that. Boop, boop. Straw dummy. And straw dummies are not particularly necessary when you're harvesting bees. And once we get the actual mod that I'm going to be using for this, they're not going to be necessary. But when you're using vanilla bee harvesting, it is nice to have a straw dummy, because now the bees will chase after this. So let's actually just make sure that we actually have, yes, they are harvestable reed scaps. So what I want to do is I'm going to harvest all of them except for one of them that are going to repopulate the rest. So when you break them apart, you get some beeswax, you get some cattails, and that's what you get. You get cattails and you get beeswax. You don't get all of the cattails that go into it, so this is not a forever continuing use. You have to actually harvest more cattails, if that makes sense. All right, leaving the one there, and hopefully I got all of it. Nope, some of it dropped down here. And you can hear all those very scary bees, but they have, for the most part, gone after my dummy. So let's leave them to their attacking of that dummy for right now. We'll be back. So out of that harvest, we got 52 cattails, and it looks like 18 honeycomb. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Oh, I can hear the bees coming. They can't get through the door though. Poor guys. All right, I'm gonna put the cattails in there for right now. I think I had 2 cattails somewhere. Where were they? Were they in here? They were not in there. Where did I put those cattails? They weren't in any of these, obviously. Did I utilize them for something else? Ah. Who the heck cares? Just cattails. Okay, so honey process. First thing I'm going to want to do is make myself a barrel to put said honey in, which isn't technically necessary right now, but I'm going to want it anyway. And we'll just move the barrel around. So barrel. Now there is a better way of doing this than what I'm going to do right now. And that would be, let's just put this honey barrel right there. That would be using the juice press, but I don't have a juice press right now, so I'm gonna have to squeeze directly. Can I squeeze directly into this? I wonder if they've done that with the mod. Shift squeeze? I can. Never mind. I'm gonna go directly into the barrel. I was gonna put them directly into just a container, but I'm just gonna go directly into the barrel. So for every one of these that I squeeze, I go from honeycomb to beeswax. Now you can just eat the honeycomb, but you get 300 saturation, which is pretty awesome. But obviously, I would suggest not, because the beeswax is where it's freaking at. And I apologize for the noise in the background. I'm gonna get this done, then we'll get away from that burning noise. All right, let's get away from that burning noise. All right, so from that, we got ourselves 3.6 liters of honey. And I could just have put that directly into a bucket, oh well. But I got also 18 beeswax. So to use the beeswax, I can do two things with it. I can do a few things with it, but the major things I can do is I can make a longbow instead of the that, as you can see, probably unnecessary. It is a necessary part of the sturdy letter process, which is why I'm going to be making a lot of it in the future. And it can be used for candles. Sorry, and ceiling crocks and candles. So the recipe is 3 beeswax to 1 fiber flax equals 1 candle. So unfortunately, it is going to use up A, one of my cooking pots, and B, one of those 2 pieces of flax that I have. And you know what? I am just going to utilize the 1 for right now, which does mean we only need 3 of these guys. That's 4. Perfect. And the other thing that it's going to do is it is going to dirty one of these cooking pots, which means this cooking pot will now forever be my dirty cooking pot. And I do believe it only needs peat. Don't think it needs charcoal or anything, so we're just going to fire it up with this. And with only 1 candle, it shouldn't use that much. Cool. Get that bad boy fired. All right, sick. What was the other things that I needed to do tonight? Well, I think what I'm going to do with the rest of my night is do some more grinding. I'll get that thing cooking, but I want to get this charcoal, this calcified flint chunks all ground up to make myself some more fire clay bricks to make more of these bloomeries, because I'm going to need those. And the only thing I could do is I could spend the night filling up this charcoal pit. Yes, charcoal pit. Grinding. And I'll see you guys in the morning, I guess. Well, I'll see you once I make the candle, and which is already done. Never mind. Let's get the candle done. Candle. Yes, so you can now see that cooking pot is a residue covered brown ceramic cooking pot. So it is now my dirty cooking pot, and I can now no longer use it for cooking. It is my candle only cooking pot. All right, so I want you, and I put it in here, right? I want clear quartz. So we're gonna make ourselves our first lantern. This is so freaking exciting. So there was the recipe to add gold or silver, and I could add that in later, I think, actually. You can upgrade it, but if you wanted to make it a bigger light level, so you can see the light level is 18. And if I were to do this and see copper lantern here, if I were to add a gold, or I believe it's silver plate, I could be wrong, it might just be gold. It's going to add 2 more light level. It just makes it a little bit brighter, but you don't need it. You can just use the standard one. And now I've got a lantern. So freaking awesome. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna grind this guy up so we can make ourselves some more fire clay and get that thing filled up. And I guess I'll see you guys in the morning. Our potions are done. So exciting. 62 bricks. Okay, thank you very much, my friend. It has been a high rift activity night all night, so I've had a bunch of guys grunting and groaning in the background all night, which is a little annoying. Okay, so what did I get done over the night? Well, one thing I'm doing is firing up all of this bush meat. So I got 60 pieces of fire clay brick firing. I created 62. I really should have created them in a stack of 12. So, you know, 5 stacks of 12 is 60. Much better use of my ingredients than having 2 random pieces, but that's okay. I also got the fire pit burning. You can't see, but it is burning in there. charcoal, sorry. These guys are all done. So let's get ourselves some potions going on. Oh, I also did, I ground up some flour, which I put back in the cellar there, because we're gonna need to make ourselves some more pies, because apparently I'm a hungry dude and I've just been munching through all of our pies. But that's okay. We're about to get some turnips, so we'll be able to have some turnip pies. What was I doing? I was making myself a few more potion containers. Kind of want 4 if I can have them, so that I have 8 in total. There we go. And I don't need you two. And I believe I put the other potion containers in here. So what do we got here? We got Sprinter's Flask. I made double Sprinter's Flask. Oops. What did I not make then? I didn't make Looter's Delight. No. Oh, and there's my cattails. Well, okay. That's fine. That's okay, I guess. You're empty. There we go. You know what? We're using sprinters more than anything, so I'm gonna take with me 3 sprinters and 1 healing, and I'm not gonna grab the potent, I don't think, for right now. I could just empty it just for the sake of emptying it though, so maybe we'll do that. So the potent is healing effectiveness. You know what? I'll leave one on me. So I'm gonna have 1 healing, 1 potion. I mean 1 healing, 1 potent, and 3 runner's flasks. Absolutely beautiful. The reason I'm not having a bunch of them is I don't want to have a bunch of slots being taken up. I'm okay with having 2 slots being taken up for my running. I'll have like 1 half empty and then the stack of 2, just because I use so many of them. All right, 54 of the cattails. So cattails, we've already talked about how to make skeps. How many am I gonna be able to make here? I think it's only gonna be 3, isn't it? Okay, so getting some more cattails probably wouldn't be a bad journey out on our adventures here as well. So what do we want to do? Let's go get our, hopefully it's all nice and bright out here. Yes, and these cattails are gonna not be ready for a few more days. I did venture out here to get some grass, but there were baddies, so I had to run away fast. Let's get these skeps down here so that at the very least something is growing. It's only half the ones we need, but that's okay. So now they will populate from those guys. Let's go get our crops. And these are good to go. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, we can make frickin' soybean pies. That is absolutely awesome. Oh, although I might have to soak them. We'll just see, just a second. And I got extra seeds there as well. Are these all ready to go? They are. So let's grab these guys. Perfect. And I think that this area now would be ready for the soybeans, right? Because they take K and they're good to 40 degrees. And the other crops were taking N before. So this is actually a fully functional K's plot. Absolutely perfect. And I'm not going to plant the turnips until later on, but we got 42 turnips out of that. And we got 37 soybeans. Now, I just have to confirm, I'm also running around with my lantern for no reason. Do I need to soak these soybeans? I think I might need to soak them. I've never actually cooked with soybeans before. Very rarely do you find them this early in the game. Let's grab you guys and we'll just use you as one of the first things. Okay, so you're gonna go in there. Let's take a quick gander at the soybeans. All right, to use them, obtained after breaking in a soybean pie, perishable. Yeah, I think we just put them in the pie bottom. Absolutely awesome. Let's make ourselves some soybeans. I'm going to put you there. Put you there, and let's grab this, and let's grab my thing for water and make ourselves some dough. Thank you. And once more. Thank you. Boom. What else do we need? We need some firewood to fire up our stove here. I'm gonna use all 4 of them. we definitely need some more firewood at some point as well. Although I have a bunch of wood down there at the workshop, but you know, that's my workshop wood. Let's put you in there. Okay, so with our dough, we are gonna do on the table dough, soybean. Oh, look at that. Look at that protein stack. Absolutely awesome. And we'll do that. Is this gonna make us 4 pies? Oh, this does make us 4 pies. Do we want turnip pies as well? No, the soybeans are so much cooler than the turnips. You know what? We'll make that many soybean, and I'll make 1 turnip just for the sake of turniping. Turnip. There you go. So that is 1200 vegetable satiety. It's not bad. And I don't believe I have any more turnips in here. And I'm gonna put all the soybeans in there. Why not have everything in the same place, right? Is there anything in here that I'm too worried about? I mean, this red meat is gonna go bad in 11 hours, so I might as well, you know, this is already hot, so let's just get that thing fired off, right? Might as well. Cool. And you are good to go, so start off with this pie, please. And then we'll get the other 3 pies going. All right, so while we're waiting for this last pie to bake, let's chop up one of these soybean pies. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's make sure that we have the ingredients we need for our bow. So what we're gonna need, I just pressed the wrong button, for our, I'm not doing the recurve yet, I'm just doing the simple. Okay, we just need sticks and flax. Okay, so then we're just gonna bring the flax with us. And I'll bring these 2 with us as well. Get myself stood up. And I need to make sure that I'm bringing my bow, my arrows with me. I'll take my copper shears. They have so little durability left anyway. It's part baked. I have my empty backpack on my back. Everything is in good enough condition. Oh, I don't have my axe on me. Put my axe down. When I made the firewood, I just used a flint axe for the firewood, so it was not to burn through there. And you are done. I don't need you, so the other 2 pies are already in here. There we go. Let's get ourselves out of this freaking place. I'll take this 1 piece of meat with me and just munch them down before we leave. All right, so the plan of action. I want to go exploring over here. I need more stone because I want to do more foundation stones. I can't really do much more building until I have some more. I can't remember if it's slate or basalt that we're using for that dark stone. So I'm kind of hoping to go on an exploration through here, try and find myself some crops because I would love some more vegetables. I would love some more flax. And if I can find a ruin, that'd also be great. And I want to find stone, just loose stone in the deserts. That's the goal. But before we do that chant, let's go see how our leather is doing. How's it going, everybody? How's the process? We got ourselves some prepared hides right here, and those prepared hides are going to go directly into here, making ourselves our first batch of leather. There's some prepared hides in here. More leather right there. That's so exciting. So in 4.5 days, we'll have our first leather. Is there anything in here? There is a large hide right there, which should be able to go into this one. Thank you very much. That's exciting. That means in like maybe 2 episodes or so, we will have ourselves some leather. There anything else I need here? Absolutely not. All right, let's get ourselves some speed potions. Boom. And get running. So each of these bottles, you can see I'm going fast. Zoom. Freaking flash here. And you can see in the text box there, you feel the effects of the Splinter's Flask. Do not jump into holes. And it lasts, I think it lasts 60 seconds, this one. Let's take a look. 300 seconds. Never mind. That's a pretty... Are you a sow? The boar. I'm not going to deal with it. I don't want to have rotten meat in my inventory. I really should have made myself some animal cages, because getting myself a sow would be really useful. All right. We're going to keep heading west. And let's see what we can find. And on the way, I am going to pick up flint because I want more fire clay and I need more flint fired up for that. So anytime I see flint, I might give it a knock. I'm also on the lookout for bad mushrooms. I can't remember if this is a bad mushroom or a good mushroom. Unfortunately, that's a good mushroom. So there is a chance that possibly on the way back, we might take a jaunt back through the forest here because there are some bad mushrooms here. Now we also have not prospect picked over here. So let's also go up to this nice little hill. Was that a boar or a wolf I just saw? Ooh, multiple boars. I want your skin. You know what? I'm going to mark right here that there are boar. There we go. Piggies. Also, you jerk. You decided not to come after me? Oh, you are deciding to come after me. Missed him. And unfortunately, that means I have to go back for my spear. I don't particularly care. I kind of want his skin, but I don't care enough that I'm going to go chasing him. All right, what do we got here? We got baddies. Do I want to have to deal with you, my friend, or can I find a different spot to do a prospecting pick? I don't want him to be throwing shit at me. Where's a closer hole? There's one over here. Stupid guy trying to get me. Yeah, you'll do. There we go. Prospecting pick for the win. Let's see what we can find down here. Jesus. Ah! No! Jeebus. Why? What did I ever do to you, dude? Is that the same wolf that... No, it's not even the same wolf. Well, I guess we're gonna see how that healing potion works. Take a slurp. Let's also take a slurp of this guy. Cool. Well, that happened. All right, I was saying that prospecting pick in the broken ones is a better idea before I got rudely interrupted and did a very bad showing of fighting back. What do we got here? Basically nothing. Okay, where's the other wolf? Right there. Good God. I don't want to fight. Also, one of my spears is almost dead. Okay, if you want to run away, you can run away. That's going to give me time to heal more. Are you coming back? Young pink apples. Let's just run. He can have his life. All right. What do we got up here? Got some pine forest. Ah, I see a trader. Right there. Hello, buddy. Let's see what you got. And on the way, get ourselves some flint. We already have to... Freaking glitchy Mitch glitch game. I have not been keeping an eye out for crops at all. So maybe take a quick gander. Looking around to see if we see any crops. I see a bunch of berry bushes, but I don't really want those berries. All right. I don't see the telltale sign of flax anywhere. I feel like I'm just in like a really... Flax! Never mind. I'm not in a flaxless area. I just have not been looking hard enough, I guess. I am seeing a decent amount of cattail in there, so there's a chance I might want to do a little gander of cattail. We have a lot more cattail close to our house though, so I don't think now is the time to spend stuff in my inventory full of them. All right, what do we got here? We got a furniture trader again. I feel like all the ones we had have been furniture traders, which is a little bit annoying. I must admit that is quite annoying. He is taking tin, bronze, nails, and strips. He's taking that twice. That's bismuth bronze. So that's a sellable thing. He also takes an owl chest. Whoa, he's gonna give me... Oh, it's a golden owl chest. Never mind. Well, too bad for you. I don't want it. All right, taking a quick gander at the map here. Are we seeing any ruins? Yes, honk, 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 honk. any obvious ruins? There's an obvious ruin right there. Now, it's not in the correct stone type that I wanted to go harvesting. Stop honking. You know what? No, we're getting away from you. Your honking's annoying. It's not the correct stone type, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's also do a quick pick here. We got more halide here, actually. That's pretty awesome. Let's see what these... Oh, soybeans, awesome. Heck yeah, there we go. We didn't even get all the way through 2 of them. Let's go take a quick gander in here and see if... Yep, there we go. I thought that might be the case. Wondered if there might be a ruin in here somewhere. What do we got here? Ruined suits. Got a ruined chest there with a couple scrolls. I'm going to leave the scrolls for right now. I don't want them to muck up my inventory. We got some rot. And we got a bunch of bony soil. I am going to take the time to grab the bony soil, seeing as we're already collecting it. So let's take that time. And there's so many bones. All right, there's nothing else in here. Now, I could be breaking these large pile of junk here. And you know what? I will, because that is what I need for transportators. And I have not found any of those yet. Is there anything I want to throw away here? I don't need the wet gravel. I do now have enough for my bow, which means I might want to take a little bit of a gander into throwing some stuff in my backpack. I don't want that type of stone, so I'm going to leave that alone. Let's take a quick look to see if there's any silver or anything popping out of these. I'm not seeing it, so let's just put that on the map. And there's some bees nearby. All right, we are running up the hill here. So let's first off put you here, and get away from all these buzzing bees. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. Don't need you. I don't need you. There's not a lot that I don't need. I guess I can throw you in there for now. And throw you in there, you in there. Kind of need everything though. All right, so let's make ourselves our very first bow. We need a couple sticks, which we're just gonna find up here. There's my 3 sticks, and I think it's like this, right? Let's see. Heck yeah, simple frickin' bow. Perfect. More things to shoot things with. All right, and where are we? So we were gonna go over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to cross up through the mountain here and try to collect some of this stone, because that's what I want to build with. So let's do it. And let's also do it with a little bit of speed. Zooming. Fall off the mountaining, apparently. Okay, here we go. So we are getting slate stones. I'm not going to do the individual ones. I want to wait till I get to the actual mountain here, because then I should be able to get some bigger ones. Oh, hello. Sure, I'll take that. And this is here what I was here for anyway. So why don't I collect some of this stuff, because this is just going to make my life a little bit faster. Cool. Perfect. So that got me 15 cobblestone, which is why I am here. Absolutely beautiful. So what I was thinking was, well, let's first actually go over here to this nice big hole in the ground and take a quick prospecting pick, because we were in a new area. Beautiful. Poor casterite, poor sapphirolite, if I'm saying that freaking word wrong. Wah! And do I want to take a quick poking of my nose in here just to see if I see a gear? I'll take you, but no ruins. That's okay. All right. Yes, so the reason why I wanted to go through this desert is, if it's even can I walk on it? What's the word I'm looking for there? Is on this stuff, you're going to get boulders spawning, and boulders will spawn quite a few stones at the same time. So this is going to be an easier way than me like just mining into the side of a mountain to get some stones. So I'll spend some time collecting. Ooh, and there is that town in the distance. It might be very, very similar to the one that we dismantled earlier on in the season. And we'll take a quick gander. If it is, that's okay. There's still some pretty good stuff to grab there. Unfortunately, other than maybe the roof. Oh no, actually that looks like more of a church than some of the buildings I saw. So there might be some different stuff there. We'll have to go down and take a quick gander. But I want to get at least a few stacks of stones before I jump down there. Oop, found myself some copper. I'm not going to pick it up right now. I don't want the inventory space taken over. So I'm just going to throw it on the map. We can come back for it later. Hello, Mr. Goat. Do I want to spend the time and try and kill that goat? Goats, as we know, are notoriously difficult to kill. I could choose to try that. Let's see if I can at least get some practice sniping using the bow and arrow. Oh, yeah, I am not very good at it, and by me I mean my guy. Oh, he's coming after me. Oh, okay. Well, that would be one way. Cool. Thanks, Mr. Goat. What are you gonna give me? You're gonna give me some horns, some pelts, and some meat. Ah, and apparently injure me with your frickin' bones. All right. So I'm not very accurate, but it still works. I think I just need a little bit of practice. And there is a chance whenever you shoot them, I think, there's a break chance of 12% on impact. However, we got to keep all of our arrows there. All right, it is already 9 o'clock, so let's get ourselves down to that ruin so that we can at the very least take a look before it gets dark. And we're probably gonna have to end the episode down there, but that's okay. We might even just make ourselves a little bed and sleep the night away down there. And getting all of you. I still really want more of this than I am getting. I am going to use the quarry mod, obviously, to get more of this. I'm annoyed at the idea that I'm going to want to probably use tin for the using the quarry mod, but I'll just have to accept it. Just accept your limitations, dude, and walk away. All right, I think this is very similar, which means it's going to have a bunch of these. Ooh. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so in this ruin, it's going to have a bunch of floor pieces that we want. And it's going to have a bunch of... Well, first off, let's see what we got. We got some healing. Oh, we got some fire clay. My inventory is already full. Ah! All right, we need to take a quick look at what I want to throw away here. What do I not need? And we'll just throw it into this mountainside. And I hear you groaning down there, my friend. I don't need you. I'm gonna eat this. Ja! You absolute jerk. I was looking down. Medium rift activity. I might need to make myself a bed and just hide out here for the night. Maybe up there. Let's take a quick gander around here and see what it has. That guy might come back for me, but we'll just poke him if he does. Yes, this is definitely a different layout than the last one. Oh. Safety. And a mask and a pin. Let's see what we can put this stuff on. Okay, that goes there. I can throw the mask on my face. Creepy. Take you. And I don't know where this goes. Cowl. Thanks, dude. All right, I think I am going to do a quick little harvest of grass, but before I do anything, I need to do some leaning against here. I don't need you right now. I don't need, oops, don't need you right now, which means I can put you down, close the door, inventory management time. What do we got? We can put you in there, put you in there, put you in there, put you in there, put you in there. All of this stone. I got Oh, actually don't have a lot here. Let's take this back. This is definitely going to go bad before we even bring it home. So bringing that out of there probably wouldn't be a bad idea. That's also going to go bad before we bring it home. And let's just put all of that stone back in here. Is there anything else I can throw in here that I care about? You? Yeah, sure, that's good enough, which is going to leave a few slots for us to fill up. All right, but I think, oh, whoops, put it back down. I can't put it on my back without being able to see straight up. Let's take this out there, get a little bit of grass, enough to make ourselves a bed, and then we'll think about where our next step is. If there wasn't a grass here, what the heck? All right, I had to walk all the way down here to get some grass. I'm also seeing some more grains. I did say that getting seeds was... There's a bear right there. Man, this game is full of frickin' dangers. Now is not the time to get that bear, although I do really want his skin. So maybe in the next episode we try to lure him in and use our newfound bows. I have a new idea of how to do it, to be completely honest. I really want to try. Ow! Frickin' sniped. No! Where's that guy even coming from? All right, I need 2 more. All right, back to the house. There's a wolf right there. Oh my gosh. Back to our little room for the night. This is a pretty sick ass ruin. What do we got in here? Nothing. What do we got in here? Stop doing that, Jared. That's for later. Back into our little side hovel. We're safe. Let's make ourselves our bed for the night. And get it placed down. And I think what I'm gonna do is leave this episode here for the night. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please like, comment, subscribe. In the next episode, we're going to take this place apart. This is a really creepy mask. And possibly, with our newfound bow, take on that bear. Because I want that bear's pelt, that bear's head. You know what I mean? That's what I want. All right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Vintage Story. Bye, guys.